bigger than rap. You know who the fuck I'm talking to. You only alive because of me, mother. I will knock the f out. But I'm a peaceful man. I don't want to fight. I don't even like to fight. But I will f you up.
Most celebrity interviews follow the same formula. The artist shows up, smiles for the cameras, promotes a new project, gives a few safe answers, and leaves without creating any problems. But these rap OGs were completely different. These weren't the type of artists who cared about protecting their image every second. If an interviewer asked a disrespectful question, brought up the wrong topic, or tried pushing a fake narrative, the entire mood could change instantly. And that's exactly what made these moments legendary. Some of these interviews became so uncomfortable that you could literally see the tension building in the room. Interviewers started getting nervous, conversations turned aggressive, and in certain moments, it felt like things could completely fall apart live on camera. What makes these clips so interesting years later is...
You believe in God?
Certainly.
Believe in Death Row East. Believe in that.
How authentic they feel. Nothing sounds scripted, nothing sounds fake. These rappers spoke emotionally, reacted naturally, and didn't care who felt uncomfortable watching. And honestly, that kind of raw energy is a huge reason old school hip hop interviews still hit differently today. So get comfortable, because these are 5 rap OGs who snapped mid-interview and didn't care. Whenever Tupac sat down for an interview, there was always a feeling that things could become intense at any moment. Pac never walked into interviews trying to sound polished or politically correct. He spoke emotionally, directly, and sometimes aggressively if he felt disrespected. And during one of his most famous interviews, that exact energy took over almost immediately.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my name. I'll drill y'all.
Instead of calmly answering questions and promoting music, Tupac used the interview almost like a public message, aimed at everybody he believed betrayed him. Right from the beginning, his tone sounded serious. The conversation quickly shifted into Pac defending Death Row Records, calling out fake people in the industry, and speaking passionately about loyalty and betrayal. And at times, it didn't even feel like he was talking to the interviewer anymore. It felt like he was speaking directly to enemies watching from home. That's what made Tupac interviews so different from everybody else. His emotions felt real every single time. You could hear frustration in his voice. You could hear anger. You could hear pain. But at the same time, you could also hear confidence and passion whenever he defended the people around him. Unlike many celebrities who carefully calculated every answer, Tupac sounded like somebody speaking completely.
If it was an issue, you'll feel me. Put some respect on my name.
Completely from the heart in the moment. And honestly, that unpredictability made every interview feel dangerous. Fans never knew whether Pac would stay calm, start exposing industry problems, or completely change the mood of the conversation halfway through. Even decades later, millions of people still watch his interviews because his presence felt larger than life whenever cameras were rolling. Whether people agreed with him or not, most viewers could still tell one thing immediately. Tupac genuinely meant every word he said. Birdman's appearance on The Breakfast Club became one of the most viral interview moments in hip-hop history because of how uncomfortable and unexpected the entire situation felt. The moment Birdman entered the studio, something already felt off. There were no laughs, no friendly small talk, no relaxed energy. He walked into the room looking serious, focused, and clearly annoyed before the interview even properly started. For years, Birdman felt like Charlemagne thought God had been disrespecting him publicly through jokes, comments, and criticism during interviews. Instead of posting online or responding indirectly through social media, Birdman decided to confront the issue face to face. And the second he sat down, the tension became impossible to ignore. Then came the line that instantly became legendary. Put some respect on my name. The entire room froze for a second. Charlemagne tried laughing to lighten the mood, but Birdman wasn't smiling at all. He repeated multiple
Y'all saying my name, put some respect on it. You understand me?
times that he wanted respect, and you could tell everybody inside the room suddenly became more careful with their words. What made the interview so memorable was how authentic it felt. This didn't look staged. It didn't feel like fake internet drama created for attention. Birdman genuinely looked frustrated, and viewers could feel the tension through the screen. Even after leaving the interview, the clip exploded everywhere online. The phrase became a huge meme across social media, but people still remembered how uncomfortable the original moment actually felt. Later on, Birdman explained that he was tired of hearing people talk about him disrespectfully in public and wanted to finally address it directly. To this day, it remains one of the most replayed interview confrontations in rap culture. DMX interviews always carried unpredictable energy because you never knew when emotions might suddenly explode. And during his interview with Tim Westwood, that exact thing happened. At first, the conversation felt normal. They talked about music, hip-hop culture, and regular industry topics. But once the discussion shifted toward record labels and problems inside the business, DMX's move...
I just want to know 2 questions. What made you think that it was cool to say that? You know, it's a word that has been used against us. It's like a knife, man. You can use it as a weapon or you can use it as a tool. It's been used as a weapon against us. That's our word now.
Mood completely changed. You could immediately hear frustration building in his voice. The more he spoke, the more emotional he became. Soon, the interview transformed into a passionate rant about corruption in the music industry, fake people behind the scenes, and artists being manipulated by powerful executives. DMX didn't sound calm or media-trained either. He sounded angry, exhausted, and completely tired of what he believed was happening inside the business. At certain moments, it honestly felt like he had been waiting years to finally say these things publicly. He also spoke heavily about loyalty and authenticity, explaining why Rough Riders represented something real compared to the fake behavior he believed existed throughout the industry. What made the interview stand out so much was how genuine it felt. Nothing sounded rehearsed, nothing sounded calculated. It was just raw emotion from somebody who clearly cared deeply about the culture and hated seeing fake energy take over hip-hop. Years later, many fans would go back to this interview and say DMX was talking about industry issues long before artists openly discussed those topics online. And whether people agreed with him or not, one thing was obvious. DMX always spoke from the heart. Lil Wayne's deposition became legendary online because fans couldn't believe how little patience he seemed to have during such a serious situation. Most people act nervous or extremely careful during legal questioning, but Wayne looked like he didn't even want to be there from the second things started. Whenever lawyers asked detailed questions, Wayne responded with short answers, sarcasm, or awkward silence that instantly made the room uncomfortable. At times, the attorneys themselves looked frustrated because Wayne refused to react emotionally or give them the dramatic answers they seemed to expect. Things became even more awkward when questions about his arrests and legal issues started coming up. Instead of giving long explanations or emotional statements, Wayne responded with cold one-line answers that completely killed the energy in the room. His facial expressions made everything even funnier. He looked bored, tired, and completely uninterested while everybody around him tried staying serious. That contrast is exactly why the clips became so viral online. Fans replayed those moments constantly because it felt almost unreal watching somebody carry that much I don't care energy inside a legal setting. Even under pressure, Wayne still sounded exactly like himself. And honestly, that rebellious personality became one of the biggest reasons people found the deposition so entertaining to watch. Ice Cube has spent years defending hip-hop culture against people trying to stereotype rap music as violent or negative. And during one memorable interview, he immediately realized the reporter already came into the conversation with a biased agenda. Before the discussion could even fully begin, the interviewer started questioning whether rap music was sending bad messages to society. Cube instantly noticed where things were going, but instead of losing his temper, Ice Cube stayed calm and methodically pushed back against every stereotype the reporter tried bringing into the conversation. Every time...
How would you describe your image in the media?
I wouldn't describe it.
Well, how would you describe it if you had to?
I don't have to.
Go ahead, ask the question.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That guy right there, he can't save you in the real world, just so you know.
What does that mean?
I don't have to elaborate.
The interviewer attempted connecting hip-hop culture to violence or negativity, Cube responded confidently while exposing the double standards rappers often face compared to entertainers from other industries. What made the interview powerful was how composed he stayed under pressure. He didn't yell. He didn't panic. He simply refused to let mainstream media twist the narrative around rap culture. Fans respected the moment because Cube looked intelligent, sharp, and fearless while defending hip-hop live on camera. Even years later, many people still point to that interview as one of the strongest examples of a rapper refusing to let the media control the conversation. And honestly, moments like that are a huge reason Ice Cube earned so much respect throughout hip-hop culture. These RapOGs didn't care about protecting their image once interviews became uncomfortable. If they felt disrespected, misunderstood, or attacked, they responded immediately and let the world see exactly how they felt live on camera. From Tupac turning interviews into emotional war speeches, to Birdman confronting radio hosts face-to-face, to DMX exposing industry problems with pure emotion, these moments became unforgettable because they felt completely real. And that's why fans still replay these clips years later. The tension felt real. The anger felt real. The reactions felt real. Now we want to hear from you. Which RapOG had the craziest interview moment, and which one do you think handled pressure the best? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with other hip-hop fans. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss another upload.